or welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine, and I'm here to do a collective reading for the full moon in Taurus, which is also a partial lunar eclipse. It's taking place on Saturday, October 28th at 1:47 p.m. Pacific time. Adjust for your time zone wherever you are in the world. I hope you are all doing well. I hope eclipse season is bringing you fortuitous changes in your life, and that you are meeting changes and challenges with a peaceful heart, and in the spirit of flow, because change is afoot for sure during this eclipse season. Everything from global paradigms to our own personal lives, what goes on in our households, things are changing. So I wish you all peace, and pray the same for me as well. But if you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, gang, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all so much. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you, old subscribers. And thank you to my supporters over on Patreon. None of this happens without my patrons. And if you'd like to join us over there where I do other readings, you can hit the link in the description box below. My calendar is closed for personal readings. I will let y'all know when I'm open for personal readings again, but it won't be for a little while. If you are a patron though, you do have access to personal readings still. So if you want personal readings, you would have to be a patron over on Patreon. Patrons get priority. I think I got all those things out of the way. Subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, all of those things. Drop me a comment. I love it all. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this energy, because I was not even intending on doing this reading tonight. This is a couple days before the full moon even happens when I'm recording this. And I have already eaten really good. I took a shower. I did my skincare. I put on my cozy clothes, and I was like about to just really wind it down for the evening. And then every dog in the neighborhood started barking out of nowhere. All the dogs started barking. And so I felt like that was the call to come and do this reading and get these messages out to the collective. So here we are. This moon, it's fitting, right, that I would be in my cozies. Taurus is the coziest sign of the zodiac, in my opinion. Taurus is really about comfort and safety and those things that we have that make us feel safe, and that give us security in our lives. And this is a conversation that I think has come up a lot in recent days because of the lack of security in general that's around the world. As I'm recording this, there is like a live mass unaliving event taking place in the United States in Maine. There's a lot happening in the world. There's a lot of disintegration. The veils are really thin. The dogs were barking. The veils are thin. The gates are open. This is kind of like a choose your adventure. I think over on Patreon I called it choosing your preferred reality. Now is the time, and the eclipse season is bringing in the changes that need to happen in order to make it so that you have that freedom of choice. And so that everyone has that freedom of choice, and that freedom that comes with safety and security. These changes that are happening now during this eclipse season are meant to last. They said they're built to last. They're bringing lasting change. And so the tension that's being felt now, the ripping that's being felt now is kind of like, it's inevitable because of the kind of change that's taking place. Other things that Taurus that are Taurian are like financial structures. So we might we are seeing a lot of volatility in the financial markets, and I think that's going to continue as it traditionally does through the month of October. But even in terms of like the transformation of those structures, we've got this full moon in Taurus that's happening in Scorpio season, and so there's this, and we're seeing like the acceptance and the large scale acceptance of new types of currencies in the world. We've got the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, which is the first one ever that's looking like it's going to be approved. It's going to be huge for sort of bringing the world more onto cryptocurrencies than it already is. Like it's going to the great wealth distribution is upon us, and I don't know if I could impress that upon people enough. If you talk to me in real life, I talk about all the time, but I really hope that everyone who's watching me understands what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the great wealth distribution. There are going to be ways for us each to have access to the abundance that is our birthright, but we have to take advantage of certain opportunities, and we have to be willing to explore beyond the illusion that we've been holding on to or that's been sold to us. What else? What else is coming up here? Talking about integrity, standing in, moving in, living in integrity and truth. I feel like that's happening now more than ever in the collective energy. People, like nobody's going to lie for anybody anymore. It's almost like you can't pretend no one's going to be able to pretend that they don't feel the way they feel, that they don't think the way that they think. And I think the more that we can move in truth and remove masks, even if there are competing truths, the more that we can all live in and express our own individual truths, the less fractured we will each individually be. The key is for us to understand that multiple truths can exist in the same, at the same time, right? This and that are true, right? Multiple truths can exist at the same time, and the fractures happen. The emotional fracture, the psychological fractures, those happen when we're asking each other to live outside of our truths, and to sort of craft an experience or perpetrate. It's kind of like perpetrating a fraud, right? To perpetrate an experience that isn't in alignment with our actual individual truths. So that's going to be coming up a lot more. Kind of like trying to evaluate our values systems, and asking ourselves the question, are those values really our values? Or are those the values that we were told are supposed to be our values, right? And then I think what's really important now is there is a lot of chaos that's happening in the world. There's a lot of chaos that's happening in people's individual lives. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of tragedy. And one of the ways that we can sort of help to calm the energy is to make sure we're finding ways to find peace in our own bodies. Having a better relationship with our bodies, really focusing in on regulating the nervous system and making sure that we're taking the time and space to do that. I know that I spent 40 minutes laying on my Shakti acupressure mat today, just zoned, just laying on the mat and trying to get my breathing together. So I don't if you do breath work, if you go for runs, if you write, if you whatever you do in order to regulate your nervous system, if you want to go get a massage, very Taurian energy, if you want to go get a massage, go do something good for yourself, eat good food, whatever it is that it is for you, take a nap, right? Rest is revolutionary, right? Whatever it is that you need to do to help you regulate your nervous system, find peace in your body, is really going to help to cultivate a broader energy of peace throughout the collective. It's really important. I know people always like, Janine, what are you talking about? But like, honestly, it's like kind of like a each one teach one type of thing. Like if each of us do it, it really will help to calm the collective energy, because between what's going on in the world and between like all of the energy surges that are happening in the Earth's electromagnetic field, if you are with me over on Patreon, you know that I talk a lot about the Schumann resonance over there and the solar flares that are happening and sort of activating light codes within each of us. Then, regulation of the nervous system and finding that peace, finding that center are critical right now. I've been talking for 10 minutes. If you're still here and we're ready to rock for this reading, bless you. Let's go. Okay, let's do it. That message needed to come out. Okay. Ooh, it's too many. Let's have one of these, please. I'm going to start with the, what is this called? Gateway of light activation. Thank you. I'm going to start with one of these gateway of light activations. Just to ground the reading in the light. Let's see. Well, they gave me two. We're going to take them both. Akashic Stargate. Aligned with purpose. Crossroads. No wrong path. What did I say? Choose your preferred reality. The gateways are open. The gateways to your ascension are open. The gateways to your abundance are open. Choose your preferred reality at this time. And then we have Heart of Source. All-encompassing love. Unconditional acceptance. Serenity. Peace, right? Like if you like, it's that vibration of love. It's kind of like, a lot of people are consuming a lot of sorrow right now. There is people are consuming tragedy, consuming sorrow, and unless we're intentionally transmuting that energy back out into the world as love, it will erode. It will erode the spirit. It will eat away at the spirit, at the soul body. And so we're being asked now to sort of like radiate love. You can't look away from what's going on in the world, turn a blind eye to it, be numb to it, because that doesn't serve either. But we, like, especially my light workers out there, and I know that you guys are watching, my empaths out there, if you're going to take it in, you have to find ways to transmute it, right? You have to find ways to transmute it. You can't let it live in your bones. You can't let that sadness live in you can't let it live in your bones, because it will erode the soul body. Transmute it into love, and by transmute it, I mean like that expression of love through action, of whatever, however you do it, whatever that is for you, whatever your expression is, like transmute that and express it through your love expression. Okay, let's go. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Focus on what you're building, but also like, it's kind of like this sword is always like a sword of truth. Like focus on your truth, right? Your vision, the pathway that's making itself clear to you. I'm looking at this mark around her eye. The pathway that's making itself clear in your sight, so that you're focusing your vision there, focusing your thank you. The Traveler, move in a new direction. Yes. And I was going to say, it's kind of like putting up a little bit of like a boundary. I don't want to call it defense, but like a boundary. I mean, for some of you, it could be like a defense of, to some past energy, especially if that past energy like had you feeling like a little bit like reactive or defensive or something like that, like got you out of character in some way. You're putting up like a boundary, a very clear boundary. And even if it's just something that you are like ready to be done with, just an energy that you're ready to be done with. There's a very clear boundary that's going up, and then you're focusing on this pathway, this new pathway that's becoming clear in front of you. It's a new direction. Some of you might be taking a trip. You might be going I don't know, well, somebody's going to Italy, or like, I guess that's Spain, something like that, somewhere around there. But others of you, this is just like wanting to take a new pathway in your life, or like, for some of you, it's like a new spiritual pathway that you're exploring. They said testing out. You're testing it, like testing it out. See, you're seeing if that spirituality thing is going to work for you. Dormant creativity, release the stagnant parts of you, and then you have your journey is worthwhile, have purpose. Well, listen, what's going to happen as you start to sort of like dive deeper into your connection with source, for those of you that like that's something that you're like that's coming up for you, it's like you're going to realize that through creative inspiration. You're going to like understand that connection through some sort of creative inspiration. It's almost like you will be like all of a sudden like the first chapter of a book comes spilling out of you, or like this like masterful composition, like all of a sudden like you're like, oh boom, I like made this like masterpiece of a composition, or the best poem you've ever written, or the best thing you've ever designed. I don't know, whatever it is, but like it's like that's how you know you've tapped in with your source a little bit more, like a little bit more directly, a little bit more keenly. You've sort of like unlocked some sort of new code in the conversation with your source here, and it's helping to sort of ground you in your journey as well. You're being grounded in your journey as well. Ooh, yeah, let's do it. Full moon. Whoa. Knight of Swords. Going fast toward this new truth. Like, look at, like, it's almost like as this new pathway is sort of like becoming clearer and clearer to you, it's like you can't get there fast enough. You can't get there fast enough. Six of Cups, purpose. It's like remembering your purpose. It's also like leaving the past behind. This is leaving the past behind. The Fool, yeah, because it's a new beginning. There's something new on the horizon. You can't get to this new beginning fast enough. It's almost like you want to be the new kid. Like you want to have an experience that you've never even like thank you. You want it's like the desire to learn how to speak a new language and being really excited about it, even though it's really difficult. You know what I mean? Or like it's like you know that it's going to be weird, and it's going to be difficult, and it's going to be an adjustment. But you can't wait. You can't wait. And then you have the Six of Swords. For some of you, this is like a new place. You're moving to a new place. You could be moving to a new country from wherever you are. But like it's like you can't wait to get there, because it like even in the unknown, it promises like a level of like stability. The excitement is in what you get to build, like whatever the new thing is that you get to build. It feels almost it's like being excited about the potential of new alignment. Like, I feel like it's like, well, there's the potential to really build a really sturdy foundation, to really have something to celebrate in this new direction. Whereas in the past direction, it was kind of dormant, right? It wasn't like there was no inspiration there. Well, I mean, for some it was it's unrealized potential, but for others it's like misread. Like the potential of a situation was misread in some way. I don't know if that makes sense. But now it's like, well, I'd rather like moving to where there's fresh potential almost, because that's exciting. And then you have the King of Wands. Yeah, like just like finally doing it. This is just like finally doing it. This is finally doing it and being like, okay, I'm not gonna stay stuck in this reality. Like it's a choosing the new gateway, the new reality, and this says aligned with purpose. Yeah, aligned with purpose. No wrong path. Look, and then all these options at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Cups. You're like, which one? Like, which direction do you want to go? But it's like you already you're not going to backwards. There's actually no pathway back. That's what they're saying. There's no pathway back. That's how you know there's no wrong path, because there's no pathway back. What? That's too many. Then you have the Queen of Wands, the King and the Queen of Wands. This is a passionate duo. This is like the manifestor and the maker. The manifestor and the maker come together. I don't know what that means. The manifestor and the maker, this is like very like attractive energy. Very attractive energy. It's attractive and it's active. Attractive and active. The manifestor and the maker. What is going on? Who is this? I don't know who this is for. If this is resonating with you, I don't even know. Drop there's like a magic wand or something like that. Some kind of wand. Drop a magic wand in there, because there's like this energy where you're manifesting, like you're attracting opportunities into you, but you're also taking action in new and exciting directions. It's like there's this, it's coming in and you're doing, and your energy is being expended in directions that feel really exciting to you. Everything that you're choosing right now feels really exciting to you. You feel inspired by it. You feel motivated by it. You feel excited about the fact that there are so many options, that there are so many things to choose from. There are so many gateways, so many pathways that are opening up for you, that are showing themselves to you, and they all feel meaningful and purposeful, and like you're ready for it. You're ready for it. Something here about beating out the competition too. What does that mean? like not wanting, it's like, what are you not wanting to let go? You have the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. For some of you, there's like a financial stronghold in the past. Something is like some sort of financial or material thing in the past that like it's kind of like it's really difficult. It's something that's really difficult to break free from. Could be a contract, or it could just like it could just cause a lot, like having to break free from some sort of like, for example, if it's a job that you have like, and you know that like you need to exit the job, or a relationship that you depend on, or a business partnership or something like that, right? You know that you need to exit it. But you also know that if you exit it, it's going to kind of throw your life into a little bit of like you will have to undergo some changes in order to adjust, because leaving the thing won't be without conflict. But again, there's no pathway back to it, so you have no choice but to leave it. So don't you like, it's almost like you're lingering is what I'm getting. Lingering, like this lingering energy. Just hanging on to it, and really it's like it's time to ascend. Ooh, it's time to ascend. There's a spiritual ascension that's happening here as well. It's like, again, that connection with source is coming is like manifesting itself as like inspiration, motivation, like drive, and also like you attracting opportunities to you, and as those things start happening, it like brings you closer to source, it brings you closer to the Most High. It's very interesting. So you might have to do a little bit of studying to figure, like a little bit of like studying, or questioning, asking how the best way to extricate yourself from a situation. Whoa. And then the Three of Swords. Like this is separation. This is separating yourself from something. How do you extricate yourself from the situation so that you can get on with this new beginning? Ace of Wands. So that you can have a fresh start here. High Priestess, the Sun card, the Ace of Swords. Wow. All at the bottom of the deck. It's almost like there's like you know how to get out of this contract, this soul contract, because you know that the like I don't know what that word is. There's like a clause. There's some sort of like, and I don't think this could be an actual contract, but there's like, the thing that's going to get you out of this contract. You know what to say. If it's a spiritual contract, you know how to address the situation. You know what's going to be required, the adjustments that are going to be required. You know how to do it. Do you want to do it? I don't know. But you definitely on the, the High Priestess here, you already know. You already know. And you also know that what's on the other side of it is really happy, like really like happy and healthy, bright, in the light, getting you back into the light and back into this truth here, right? Truth that's your truth. It's based on your inner knowing. Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let's get a mystical shaman to wrap it up. It's been 30 minutes. Hopefully y'all watched this far. If you got this far, yeah, hit me with the magic wand. I think there's a magic wand. If not, like the stars. Okay. I have one of these to wrap it up, please. Lunar eclipse. Oh, that's too many. Just one, please. That's two. I'm only gonna read one, but I'll take both. This is so good. You have the ancient ones, okay? Your ancestors are here guiding you on the path. They're guiding you on the path to this new beginning. So know that, understand that. But here we go. It's the beauty way. It's the beauty way. That's the new direction. And the joy of this moment is that the beauty way exists in multiple directions, just not backwards. Okay, let's read it. The beauty way. I haven't gotten this card in a long time, so I'm excited to read it. Okay. It says, the beauty way is both a path that you travel on and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as you journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty to every situation you are in. When things get ugly, you act to bring integrity and peace to the difficult encounter. When everyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden treasures. The beauty way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside of yourself and others. Stop to smell the roses and take a deep breath. Look up at the stars and recognize the splendor that surrounds you. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in, and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way. Stop trying to fix relationships that you believe are broken. Recognize that things are exactly as they need to be in this moment and acknowledge the inherent beauty in that. When you understand this, you will be able to bring about the change that you want. Do not engage in gossip about the darkness and flaws of others. Be careful not to be seduced by the superficial beauty of a project or relationship you are toying with unless you are willing to pay a price for it later. Okay. All right, y'all. That is the message. I am going to do an extended... I am going to do an extended for this reading over on Patreon. I'm going to go sign by sign. So if you would like to join us over there, we would love to have you. And hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Hit the thumbs up. Drop me a comment. And if this is where we leave things, my friend, I'm sending you so much love, so much peace, and so many blessings. And I'll see you soon. Bye.